let's talk about the MCO, the lockdown.
Yeah.
Ever since the pandemic comes in, and there's a lot of things happen and change throughout, like, for the past 6 months.
Yeah.
And a lot of businesses, they have to innovate, they have to change the way they interact and stuff like that. What is your opinion regarding that, and how do you, as a business itself, try to maintain the relationship with your community, like, making digital events and webinars, stuff like that you've been doing? Talk more about that if you could.
Okay, so MCO has really changed how a lot of businesses work. I think some of the observations that we made is that we see brick and mortar companies, businesses needing to move towards digital, when before that they really didn't need it. So we have like retail shops that's in shopping mall that has never been affected, because shopping malls is always full.
Yep.
But because of MCO, it makes them realize how important it is to be on social media, which was never their priority. And we also see a lot of new business coming out actually. Like during MCO, they realize, hey, I can bake cookies, hey, I can actually sell it on Instagram.
Yep.
And things like that. And I think ultimately, most importantly, is there's a lot more learnings happening, because right now people are doing webinars, they are doing all these learnings online, which is more easily accessible for people rather than having to drive to a venue and attend the event. And also because of MCO, because so many events have moved online, we are also able to have a lot more. I mean, before that we had international, like global learning, but right now it's like a lot more.
Yep.
So I would say the whole MCO has really shifted everyone's behavior in different industry, and specifically on, let's say, social media and digital marketing, it has really changed a lot of things. I think one thing that everyone must have realized is how people sell seafood and durians and things like that through Facebook Live, where you literally like put a live and you're like, okay, do you want it? Okay, how much would you buy? So things like that was already happening, but it wasn't something that was
Well
very
celebrated.
common,
Yeah.
or well celebrated.
Yeah.
And if you've been following us, you've been following us, what am I talking about? If you've been following us, you would have seen some of our webinars as well, where we have conversation with, let's say, Ren Yi from Burger Lab, and Yuan Yi from Netflix, and Eugene from McDonald's, which if we are to invite them to a physical event, it might be quite challenging with their schedule. But right now with digital, they can just go home after work and turn off the laptop, and that's a webinar for 1 hour.
Yep.
So I think MCO has really changed a lot of things,
Yep.
and for all of us, all the businesses out there, we should really make sure that we are on trend, we are on it, that we are also working on digitalization, because that is going to be the new normal.
Yeah, that's interesting, because before this, people have this kind of like awkwardness around like virtual collaborations and digital events, stuff like that. But now people, like, it's not that they are motivated, but like they have no option.
Yes.
And do you really think that people are going to keep maintaining that kind of culture, the routine, the new norm for, like, even after the MCOs, after the pandemic's over? Do you really think that a lot of business is going to get into it more often now? And do you think there's like a more business maturity in that kind of sense?
I think definitely. I even hear businesses who used to fly for meetings because they think that you must meet face to face, but because of MCO and because of travel restriction, they have pushed themselves to know that it is effective as well to meet virtually.
Yep.
And I think in this time where a lot of companies definitely watching out, like financially and things like that, to do a virtual event versus to do a real event, that is a huge difference in cost. So I think virtual digital marketing, digital event is definitely going to stay, and especially it actually works. So I would say that MCO and the pandemic, no matter what, has change people's behavior. We are in a new normal where things will happen quite differently. Like, we even hear from restaurants that right now their delivery side of the business is better than dine-in, because people are so used to Grab and Foodpanda already. So I think moving forward, definitely it is going to stay.
It's just going to keep growing and growing for the next few years.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes.
That's awesome, Suzanne. Thank you.
No
Thank you guys for watching. It's Jared and Suzanne from
Suzanne.
from Zucchini and Co. If you really like this video, if you learned something, tell us about it and share it on your social media if you could, and reach us out if you want to, and watch the next one if you want to know more from Suzanne.
See ya.
Thanks. Bye.